Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to go over what I believe we could get in the next Dontnod game if it's not a Life is Strange game. Now I know we have that Twin Mirror game coming up. It's scheduled for this year, because the trailer came out in 2018. It said it's coming out in 2019, episode 1 of 3 to be exact. So yeah, we still have that to wait for this year. So yeah, and as we know, episode 4 of Life is Strange 2 is going to be coming out in August, and I assume that the fifth one will it'd be pretty surprising if the fifth episode came out in October, which is when issue 9 of the Life is Strange comic comes out, which I have no idea what it's called, what the arc's called, I mean. But anyways, moving on. So, what I do know is, well, this is just speculation, but I am 100% certain that whatever the next Dontnod game is, it's going to continue the trends that it has in Life is Strange. It's going to be creating the game is going to have characters in it that will be emotionally, troubled, I assume, because in each Life is Strange game, characters go through, they have emotional troubles, like with Chloe with her dad, then there's Max with her troubles, whether or not to sacrifice Chloe to save Arcadia Bay. Then there's, as you know, Sean, he lost his dad, and he has to teach his younger brother how to behave and use his powers responsibly or irresponsibly, however you want to play it. So basically, with these games, it's like with the Life is Strange games, it's like kids dealing with responsibility. It's the way I see it and how they handle it. Well, that's just one of the ways. There are many ways, but the next Dontnod game would focus on themes like this. They'd focus on families with troubles. They'd focus on people and what their intentions are, whether they're good or bad. The game would basically give us compelling characters with amazing backstories, and I really am 100% certain that Dontnod will not let us down. Another thing I am certain of is we'll be getting episodes, and obviously we're going to be getting 5 episodes, but Twin Mirror has 3, which is weird. But I'll tell you what's even weirder. At least to me, why does every episodic game have 5 episodes? You know what I mean? You got Telltale's The Walking Dead games. 1, 2, and The New Frontier had 1 and 2 had 5 episodes. A New Frontier had 4 episodes because I consider episode 1, part 1, and part 2 to be one episode. So yeah, 4 episodes. Um, uh, the final season had 4 episodes. Michonne miniseries had 3. Twin Mirror is going to have 3. Why do they stop at 5? I don't understand this. Like, if I was ever going to make an episodic game, I'd make 9 episodes because, as you know, 9 is the Chinese symbol of completion. So it would make sense. Have one season of a game, have 9 episodes. The longest episodic game series is Telltale's The Game of Thrones, which has 6 episodes, which is strange. Why 6 episodes? Why not 5 or 3? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I want. In this, if the new game is episodic, we need to have more episodes, people. Come on, let's get past 5, hopefully. Or if not, at least give us DLC for more episodes. Like The Walking Dead season 1 had the 400 days, but that was like a special. That was DLC. It was like a special episode technically, so I guess you can count that as 6 if you desire. But you know what? I'm getting off topic. Let's move on. Now, the setting is one of the most important things on this list. Now, we can assume that with this new Dontnod game, if they're not focusing on Life is Strange, then that means it won't be set in the Life is Strange universe, which means that Dontnod will be free to do whatever they want. Now, I, for one, would love to see them do a dystopian type world, like something like Bioshock or Mad Max, something basically where the world has gone to shit and you're living in it and it's a depressing place and really you interact with characters and you do stuff, you gotta find hope, you gotta, or like, you know what I mean? Just basically, you gotta help save someone or save a city or whatever, you know. Obviously, that'd be a little difficult with Dontnod since it's episodic, um, but who's to say that the next game could be episodic? Okay, but we'll focus on that later. So yeah, that's really what I personally would like to see, a dystopian type world. Alright, now let's move on to, well, before we move on to the next thing, let me know what type of setting you'd like for Dontnod's next game. Would you like a cheerful place, a place surrounded in mystery, a dystopian type future, like whatever, you know, just let me know in the comments below. Alright, now let's move on. Now, for any game, you need a good cast of characters to move the story forward and can make a compelling and can give you a compelling narrative. What I would like to see in the Dontnod game is for like basically characters that we have in Life is Strange. Like you got Rachel and Chloe, Max, Cassidy, Finn, Sean, Daniel. All these characters have great backstories, where they come from, and they have such a compelling life that it kind of drags you into them. Like, you laugh with them, you cry with them, you hurt with them when they hurt. That's what I want. I want to be able to feel what the characters are feeling, and I want Dontnod to give me that. I want to be able to be wrapped up in the story. I want it to feel like I am there with them personally. You know what I mean? Like standing beside them, kind of like a ghost. You know, just like a poltergeist, just watching them but not interacting in the world. You know, in that if you remember in Life is Strange issue 2, I believe it was, when when Max's powers start acting up and she ends up seeing Joyce, and Chloe wants to talk to her, but she can't because in that timeline it was the one where Max chose to sacrifice Chloe instead of Arcadia Bay. And since Chloe was dead, she couldn't talk. But like she was like, I can't see her, Max, and she was forced to watch Max talk to Joyce basically, and she couldn't interact in that world. She couldn't say goodbye to her mother or anything. So yeah, it'd be kind of like that. Make me feel that like I'm so close to the characters, yet I'm so far away, and that's what's hurting. You know what I mean, people? Okay, let's move on to the next thing I'd like. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not just me. All of you want this, okay? All of you would want more episodes because, let's face it, okay? 5 episodes, that is good, but it kind of feels short because each episode in these games can take up to an hour to 2 hours to finish, depending on how. Well, not Life is Strange, but like, I mean, if you take a look at the New Frontier, each episode you could finish in under 2 hours. That was very disappointing, and it sucks so hard. And I can't wait for Darth Marik's remake. So yeah, looking forward to that. But even though if it is short, you know, as long as it's better than a New Frontier, I'm satisfied, which I'm sure it will be. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. As I've said, I want 9 episodes for a Dontnod game, or basically any episodic game. I would really like that, but I doubt we will get that. But if we could just move past the 5 and start focusing on a different number, people, then yes, I would be very happy with that. And we can honestly, 100% certainty, I can say that the next game is going to be focusing on, well, 5 episodes. If not, it's not going to go over 5. It's going like to be either, because Twin Mirror, that's 3 episodes. So the next game could, like, I am certain it's going to focus on 5 episodes, just like Life is Strange is, and less like Life is Strange does, and Life is Strange 2 is currently doing at the moment. Now for this one, I don't think it could happen if the game is episodic. It can be a semi-open world like Life is Strange 1 and 2 is. It gives you an area to explore, you can look around, gives you a little bit of freedom to, well, it gives you freedom to explore this area. You are limited to a certain area, but you're free to explore it as much as you want. I think if Dontnod were to ever make the next game that they're going to work on an open world game, I think they could do something fabulous with it. They could just have lots of content, give like a rich history, and maybe we could get some information when we explore the town or city, wherever we're going. We could have a look around, find little notes and newspapers about the city, learn more about it. We could listen into people's conversations and find out what's going on in their lives or what's happening around the world. But for now, I'm content. Like, well, I'm not content, but I'm perfectly fine with the world being a semi-open world, because I don't want them to push out of their comfort zone and make something that's not going to be good. I'd rather they stay in their comfort zone and make something that they know. I don't want them to overestimate their abilities. Okay, but what about you all? Do you think that this new Dontnod game should focus on an open world? I would love to see an open world, but only when they're ready and confident to make a game that's focused on the open world. Okay, now we know how great Dontnod has made Life is Strange Life is Strange, how great Before the Storm is, even though it's by Deck 9, that's still a great game, and it's part of the Life is Strange universe. Life is Strange Episode 1, 2, and 3, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, these games are just great. And but they're focusing a little on the same thing as Life is Strange 2 is focusing basically on the same thing as Life is Strange 1, while focusing on a person with powers. Now, what I'd like personally to see is a few things. One of them could be a detective game where you got to solve crimes, kind of like Murdered Soul Suspect. That game was alright. I wasn't a fan of the ending, but it was still a good game. I liked how you investigated and solved crimes and pieced clues together. We could have something like that. Maybe something like The Council, which I still have to finish. I know what happens at the end, but I still have to finish that. You meet a whole bunch of cast of characters. Like maybe one of the things that could happen is you are at a mansion with a bunch of people, and these people are being murdered off one by one, and you have to discover who is doing this and why, and put a stop to them. Another theme could be maybe you're a bad person and you're maybe a robber or a thief. Like, you're a bad person and you make choices in the game, and it determines whether or not will you still be bad? Could you change your ways and be good? Possibly. Just, I want something new, something Dontnod hasn't done before. I said this before early in the video, but I'm going to say it again, okay? Alright, now let's move on a little. Like, there isn't really much we can go over yet, but I'll try. Now, I for one am perfectly okay with how the gameplay currently is with the Life is Strange games, and I assume it's going to work out the same way with Twin Mirror. But we don't know that. If they are going to work on a new game, maybe they want to try something new. Spice things up a bit, maybe have a character jump and climb and parkour and dodge roll, just like, but honestly, one of the things I don't want is a new gameplay system. Kind of like, I am perfectly fine with how this is right now, and um and I don't want the new game to if it does have to change, then let it change, but slowly, you know what I mean? I still want to keep the same mechanics that Life is Strange has. Just kind of, if you're going to change, do it slowly. Let me build up to the change, you know what I mean, people? So anyways, that's really all I have to talk about in this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if not, I apologize, but This is just me going off what I'd like to see, what we could see, and let me know what you'd like to see in the comments below. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.